Hey, what is good? We back once again. Red Hood Resurrection. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's actually kind of crazy. I just seen this out the corner of my eye one day because I think they had a trailer that came out talking about they were making a series this year around not January, from July to August. I think that's when they said that shit was releasing in the trailer at the end of the trailer. Hopefully it does, cause I'm one to drop something and then have a try to have a release date and just never do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of used to that too. But Red Hood, everybody knows Red Hood is my favorite DC superhero. Better than everybody over there. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Low key, I kind of wish he stayed a villain though. Well, like a pseudo villain, right? You know what I'm saying? The first time you see that nigga is like the some of the best shit that you'll ever see in DC history. But yeah, Red Hood is my nigga. And you already see you got the Red Hood Resurrection channel right here. You already know. Everything is in the description below. Go subscribe, like. See, I haven't seen the video yet, so you ain't gonna catch me on the like button yet. I gotta be able to see before we give it a like. You see what I'm saying? You can't just give something a like because what if I hate it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But hey, like I said, if you want to go keep up with them, that's their channel. It's gonna be in the description anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice and easy. And the video is gonna be in the description anyway. You already know. So hey, I want to see what the hell they gonna do. Want to see what the hell they gonna do. So without further ado, let's get on to episode one. Police! Police! Damn.
Them hockey pads.
Okay. All right, so we're going over the death of Jason Todd.
Let's play.
Obviously.
You win, I'll give you a free. I love charades. All right, guess who I am? Guess who I am? Oh, come on! I'll even give you a hint. He's a birdie, just like you.
The voice is actually on point.
No? Well, time's up. You lose. 4!
So far, tiny critique. Come on, bro. We gotta get we gotta get the choreography more on point, low key. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a fan stuff. So, but we gotta critique everything fairly. Just because it's fan made, don't mean shit. That's all I'm gonna say. So far, it's still cool though. The voice of the Joker, 1,000% on point. Not gonna lie, bro. Y'all couldn't find a warehouse to do this in, so we can tell the big man hello. You know what I'm saying?
My turn.
You see? But you see what I'm saying, right? When I say you can tell it's fan made. To be fair, I don't know. Like, let's be honest. Why isn't he just doing full swings anyway? Right? You're not showing Jason Todd on the floor. You can easily do full swings, right? You know what I'm saying? And cause I get it, cause it's not like it's not like it's movie production, heavily $1 billion, in the shits, right? But at least you could have shown him whacking Jason Todd like he was doing some damage, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, see, he's barely touching this dude. This fucking laugh, bro.
Oh, now that's just rude.
At least that crowbar hit actually looked good.
Had some manners.
You know, I knew you were a murdering psychopath.
Low key, why does this nigga sound like Casey Jones from the '90s movie? You know, far.
You went too far.
Too far? Since when was there a line? Was there a limit? Was there a limit? Is there a limit? No, no. How can I go too far if there's no limit? Besides, I've killed so many people. Surely don't expect me to remember the face of every single one.
Damn. See, hit him with the backhand. You like it from the front or from the back? Damn! Pull a whole knife out on him. My leg. He started. Did the Undertaker lift up?
You want to hear something funny? No, we'll get a kick out of this. You were always my favorite. Why, sure, you've got big, brooding Batman on vengeance bullshit. Boring. Then there's Batgirl, whatever the hell happened to her. And there's Nightwing. Piff! What a tight ass. But no, you. There's something different about you. You've got this passion, this fire, sitting right behind your eyes. I can see it. Know what I'm talking about? But you always try to fight it. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this pathetic?
Damn.
Well, as much fun as it is to dance with you, boy. Your boss, well, he really pissed me off. And now it's time for me to return the favor.
Now, to be fair, why would you know how far he was before he hit him with the crowbar? I'm just saying. Okay. We got the preface. We got the preface match, and now we're into the actual shits. Is he in regular clothes?
Oh, wait. Wrong bed. Now, where do you think you're going, huh? The party's just getting started.
Where the hell am I?
Well, that's not how this works.
Oh, I know how this works.
You do?
Yeah, I do. You see, Batman's probably on his way here right now. You know what that means? When he gets here,
Wow, he looks so much like the Casey Jones too. Like, I can't get over that. He looks and sounds just like Casey Jones from the '90s Ninja Turtle movie. So cool.
you're gonna get the ass beaten of a lifetime.
But bro, you cannot tell me he does not. I did not need to put on freaking subtitles. I hate subtitles, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But like, you cannot tell me he doesn't look like him.
Now that's hilarious. But you see, there's just one teensy tiny little problem with that plan of yours.
Oh yeah?
You see, the Batman, much like yourself, has no idea where here is. Oh, come on. What do you take me for? An amateur? This isn't my first rodeo, kid. I know that little belt of yours would have led the bat right to us.
You think that'll stop him? He's tearing the city apart right now looking for me.
Poor sweet boy. So naive. Now, you really think he's coming for you, don't you? You put too much faith in him.
Yeah, well, you're a psychopath.
Why, thank you. Now, enough chit-chat.
Low-key, these people need to make some Ninja Turtles with and just use this nigga as Casey Jones. But so far, the tension is building. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mow.
You think torturing information out of me is gonna work? You've reached an all-time level of stupid.
Oh, birdie boy. Lesson number 1. Everyone talks. Lesson number 2. Not everything is about getting information. Sometimes it's about sending a message.
But just tell the big man I said hello.
How about we play a little game?
Yikes.
This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy cried, "Whee!" all the way home. Oh, with all these nails, I clearly should have gone with the hammer.
Is that the best you got? Because if that's the best you got, we're gonna be here all day.
Someone's still waiting for the big man to come and save him. Oh, or maybe you've already realized that he's not coming. How about a joke to cheer you up? What do you call a belt made of watches? A waste of time!
It's actually really good. Ellie would like that one from The Last of Us, you know.
My grief counselor just died in a car accident, but he did such a good job. I don't even care. Oh, come on, you can laugh at that. It's funny.
That is a good one.
I'm on fire. Here's Joker.
Put a little bit of heat to ass real quick.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Time for your breakfast, sunshine. Just say it. Don't be such a pussy. Admit it, and this will all be over. He's not coming to save you. Say he's not coming. He's
On his way here, bitch.
Sorry, what was that, lamb chop? Can you speak up for me?
He's not coming.
Now, was that so hard? You see, boss, the kid ain't yours anymore. He's mine. You just hang out here and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Hey, kiss the ground for me, pumpkin. How about a nice drink?
He's gonna burn this nigga alive like that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, the grand finale.
My back, my leg, my spleen.
It's been a bad bird. You.
That's a good sway of the camera, low-key. Make it look like he's doing more damage than he's actually swinging. You need a little bit more swing action. See, the double-handed makes it look very nice, you know what I'm saying? And the camera swings makes him look like he's actually really going in. Because obviously, it feels like they actually are filming this in like one room, trying to do a one take, or you know what I'm saying? So he's not trying to swing and actually hurt the guy that, you know, he's working with. But, you know. No real cigarettes were harmed in the making of this fan film.
See you in hell, kid.
Sheesh, that was a crazy. It's a crazy way to show his death. Man, it's just that one line. Tell the big man I said hello. That line is so fucking good from the freaking, from the animated movie. But yeah, so far pretty accurate to how well. It's like an interpretation of what happened. But you know what I'm saying? It's pretty accurate to how things would have went. You know what I'm saying? He gets his ass whooped by the crowbar. You got to watch out for the from the front hand. What about from the back hand? You know what I'm saying? What are we at the funeral now? Now, where's Bruce at, bro? They got the outside ambiance. Oh, there goes Talia al Ghul. Do you have to carry a sword around you? Like, on some real shit? She has the whole blade out. Now we're in the Lazarus. It's like depending on the adaptation you think about with this nigga Jason Childs just dips. Well, see, because I'm always going off the movie because that's literally just the best version of how they did it, right? That nigga really just dipped out of that bit. He was gone, right? And then he went to go face Batman real quick. You know what I'm saying? He went to go change Gotham real fast. And also, see, this is the funny thing, because it's like the Lazarus Pit makes you younger, and it also makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? And he's already have all the training with Batman. Does he really need, the League of Shadows training too? On the real, when you think about it, he really don't, right? Because depending on the adaptation on Batman too, I mean, he learned from Batman. The nigga that pretty much knows everything. You know, I'm just saying. These are like the tiny little critiques when you think about it. It's like, does it really matter? Probably not. But for me, I'm like, he really doesn't need it. The nigga's already he already knows everything from Batman. You know. Plus, this is Nightwing's weapon. Like I said, there's just one thing that obviously needs to be upgraded. It's fight choreography. But he looks so much like Casey Jones. I can't get over that. Oh, word? Nigga said, alright. You got one slash on me. Now it's round 2, bitch. Well, this thing look like a Mortal Kombat, bro. Where's Noob Saibot? He's like, alright. You think you slick? You think you the only one who can remove a shirt? The effects actually look kind of nice, though. You know, well, it's the makeup artist, right? What I call it, effects. And that nigga got decapped. Now he's on his, you know what I'm saying, on that bike, on that motorcycle, heading back to Gotham. All right. Let's give the verdict on episode 1. It was a pretty solid 7 and 7.5. You know what I'm saying? Fight choreography, they do. It's a little, you know what I'm saying. But what do we really expect, right? You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at fan made stuff, you can't really expect the thousands of high bar. You know what I'm saying? That you can expect from a multi-billion-dollar studios and stuff like that make movies and stuff, right? But from what we got, it's actually not half bad, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the training with Talia al Ghul in them, because I feel like he doesn't really need it, right? For who Jason Todd actually is, I don't think he really needs any League of Shadow, like help like that. And that's the thing, because I love basing Jason Todd off the movie itself. It made him so cool. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if I'm going off of one adaptation, all right, solely off of that one. But it's like the Joker, this Jackson Trent, if that, I'm pretty sure it lines up. But Jackson, fire. You know what I'm saying? His you know, the mannerisms of the Joker actually fit and make sense, right? And obviously they tried to make him kind of look like Heath Ledger's Joker as well. You can kind of see it in the look, right? Come on, now let's be honest. You already know, right? And then Jason Todd, he was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie. He was doing his thing. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they could legitimately make a Casey Jones film fighting against Purple Dragons, and he would fit right on in that bit. And I would watch that. I ain't gonna lie. That shit would actually be kind of hard. But that's just episode 1, right? That is just episode 1. I can do episode 2, which was what we're gonna do. Fuck it. We're jumping straight on it. Hold. We gotta drop a like on the video first. Alright, come on now. Moving up.
In other news, street crime reports continue
Bro.
to show a steady decline since the return of Robin following his nearly 2-year hiatus. Last night, police got a tip regarding suspicious activity.
Thank you. All right, now we're gonna be doing episode 2. We're doing it's a back to backer. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, we do it live. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit, right? So let's just jump straight on in. We get the 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? We get the 2-piece.
In other news, street crime reports continue to show a steady decline since the return of Robin following his nearly 2-year hiatus. Last night, police got a tip regarding suspicious activity. Upon arrival to the scene, Robin had thwarted the drug deal, stopping the transfer of an estimated $5 million worth of narcotics. We were able to get a brief quote from Police Commissioner James Gordon.
It's the third one he stopped this with. You know, it's nice knowing that even with the Batman away, the GCPD has reliable assistance.
Wait, so Batman's gone too? Where the fuck did he go? On some real, right? And Robin taking a 2-year hiatus. Yeah, he died. No, I'm just playing. But like, wait, I'm trying to think, right? So, how long has this nigga been dead? Because they said Robin has taken a 2-year hiatus. Batman's gone. Don't know where he's at.
To rectify Gotham.
The Gordon's cool though. He look cool.
It's been over a month since we've seen Batman in Gotham, and many reports still place him to be in Central City following the disappearance of the Flash.
Oh.
Regardless,
All right.
we are still in good hands. Some speculate this Robin to be someone else entirely, And I must say, this new suit he is sporting is certainly an upgrade, and his performance has followed suit.
Cause that's not it's Tim Drake, right? I would assume, right? Cause Tim Drake would be next. It was always and then Damian Wayne is last, right? Dick Grayson's first, Jason Todd second, Tim Drake's third. So I'm assuming that this new, technically quote unquote new Robin is just Tim Drake, right? Unless it's him dressed up as Robin again, but you know.
1038. If there are any available units, we have several reports of suspicious activity in an alley off Vinnick and Wagner. They were last seen wearing skeleton masks. Proceed with caution. They are likely armed.
Got his whole conspiracy board. I'm going to assume that these people are from Black Mask group, right? That nigga really just popped up out of nowhere like Batman.
Being told, Silence went to their night. Just take care of it. I'm not taking the fall for your stupid asses.
Damn.
Hey, do me a favor and run this list to the office so they can tell the boss our hall.
Why can't you just do it?
Right.
I'll take care of it.
I was about to say the same shit, like, bitch.
What's going on in here?
Game of poker, pull up a seat.
Don't do it. This asshole's a cheater.
I'm not. You're just pissy because you have a shitty poker face.
You might be on
True.
something. Well, some of us have work to do.
All right, sucker. Sue yourself.
Yo, I was told to bring this list to you. Hey, you good?
You good?
I'm out. I fold.
All in.
All right. Let's see him.
Whatever. I told you. Your poker face was ass.
If we were playing with real money, I wouldn't even have to work this shit job.
Damn. Alright, so the question is,
Guys, want to deal me in?
damn. Damn. That I give him a clap. That was actually kind of cool. Okay, but when does this nigga use guns, though? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of his whole trademark on the real. Like, cool, he got trained by the League of Shadows, but where's the League of Guns at? This is America, you know what I'm saying?
You smoke?
Yeah, I do a little bit. I just want you to know that fucks your lungs up, you know.
So when's the shipment supposed to be here?
How the hell am I supposed to know?
Right. I've only been here for 2 days.
Maybe we should ditch the skulls. Work for the clown and that crazy bitch Harley.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Watch it. If Siam's got wind of this kind of talk, he kills both because of you.
That is true. Black Skull is kind of
How
crazy.
long have you even been working for him?
2 months. And I ain't even seen the guy.
Makes sense. Listen, buddy, it's probably a good thing you haven't met him.
Why is his voice so high pitched?
Why is that?
Well, if you have met him, he either really liked you or you really pissed him off. If it's the second one,
He probably did.
those glowing eyes are the last thing you'll ever see. He's cold, man.
Listen, the only thing that's cold is what's up the penguin's ass.
You better be careful. I'm gonna go take a leak.
This be the last leak you're taking, by the way.
What's taking so long?
Choke slam, bitch. Damn! That nigga move quick. Alright. It's time to use guns, my nigga.
It's the freaking bat.
Yeah, and also saying it's the bat knowing damn well your niggas are dead when you know Batman doesn't kill anybody. That's kind of crazy.
I don't see him. Look everywhere. Stay alert.
Ain't no way you didn't hear this nigga. Oh, that was actually a cool move though. Keeping the gun in the holster. Alright, it's time to shoot some niggas. Damn. I love the dude's face. He's just like, well.
Come on, big guy. Can't be the best you got.
My God, he's so much like Casey Jones. It's crazy. This is just a Casey Jones film. On some real shit.
Ooh, that one had a sting, yeah? Alright, come on, right here. I know you got some power, right?
Bro, y'all can't tell me, like, bro, I'm not tripping. He sounds just like Casey. I hate that. I see, it sucks because I'm gonna focus on that way too much because it's so
Come here.
Damn. 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 I like how they I like how they choose to get out the car instead of trying to run this nigga over.
Fuck it.
Hit him with a little stab real quick, you know what I'm saying? A little slice and dice.
Not so fast, pal.
I hate that he sounds so much. Damn! He hit him with the Wilson Fisk? I said, damn, that bullet kind of hurt a little bit. You think I'm going after that nigga? No. Music crazy. Bro.
Big guy. Looks like we get to do this the old-fashioned way. You know, you already got me in the arms. You kind of have enough.
Me. Hit him with a roll real quick.
Okay. I see you. Like that one.
I think it's a thing that they did in Star Wars, right? Didn't they do that in the prequels where they slowed down some of the movements and motions and stuff? I feel like this could be great if you sped up some of the fighting, not all of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this would work it would work way better if you sped it up, right? I'm not tripping. Because it feels like some of that stuff was moving a little slow, right? But it would look so much better if it was done if they actually sped it up. I kind of want to see, right? Because we can actually, that's the great thing about YouTube, right? We can actually do that. I want to see what happens if I 0.15 speed that, right? Just to see. You telling me that ain't better? You telling me that ain't better? Low key, if they just 0.15 speed it a little bit, like they do a mix, it would obviously it would take longer. But if you mixed in 0.15 speed with normal speed, like obviously when he's doing his taunting, right, you bring it back to normal speed. But when they're fighting, you speed it up a little bit. That shit look way better.
Okay. Big guy can move. Let's go again.
See, because obviously it looks way too choreographed, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's why I think the speed would work so much better. Because you can do choreographed fights, and if you up the speed a little bit, it looks like niggas is really throwing hands, right? You know what I'm saying? But he really is on his Casey Jones.
Yeah, you like that? Hold on. Those Joker scars? Oh, shit. That son of a bitch lit me on fire. Look at us. Bonding over shared trauma. Oh, shit.
That is funny.
Shit, you're strong. You on the venom?
You're on the venom. The music is going crazy though. Okay. Another issue. Did he really have to kick him in that same leg the second time? You already brought him down the first time. You could have just kicked him in the head. You know what I'm saying?
For your participation.
Damn. Oh, I see a gun. Is he finally? Thank fucking God. Because I was about to say, if that nigga does not pick up one gun and actually uses it, I'd be pissed.
Hey,
Not really, but
good of you to stick around. Let's chat.
I ain't telling you shit.
Come on, man. Look at all your friends. They're dead. So unless you would like to join...
it would have been great if we actually got to see all of them laying on the ground dead. Because they didn't... That's like a tiny little movie critique. Don't say look at your friends and not show us all the friends that are dead just laying there. It would just be a cool visual, you know.
I suggest you start talking.
You don't understand. Black Mask? He gave me a second chance at life. I'm not going behind his back.
Who do I look like to you? The Batman?
Yeah, a little bit.
Think about that very carefully before I fill your ass with lead. Come on, man. My beef isn't even with your boss, it's with the clown. I've been around the block enough times to know about the rivalry that your boss and the Joker share. And I know your boss is keeping tabs on his every move, which, by the way, is no easy feat. All I need to know is Sionis' current base of operations so I can get to the Joker. I mean, if you think about it, I'm kind of on your side.
Who do you think you're messing with? You think a gang boss is gonna let some punk waltz into his operation? You gotta be out of your damn mind. You might as well be walking into your own funeral.
It's funny you say that. You know, I've actually done that before, but thank you for your consideration.
Shoot him.
Honestly, man, I can get these answers without you. But you have the rare opportunity to make this much easier for me and much less bloody for everyone else. If you just tell me what the hell I need to know.
Go to hell!
Funny enough, that's what he said.
Oh, would you look at that? Not only are you stabbed, you're now shot in the shoulder. So by my estimations, you have about, I don't know, 30 minutes before you bleed out if you don't get medical attention. And you know what? I'm actually feeling extra generous today. If you tell me what I need to know, I might take your ass over to Gotham General. Think about it. You might still live.
Screw it. The shit ain't worth dying for. Sionis is held up at the GBC building.
The broadcasting company. Why?
He took it over a while back. He's been using it to scrub the network of his activities. He's been on edge lately. The new Robin's been sticking his little beak a little too close to his business. You don't trust nobody.
Smart man.
Hey, you just gonna leave me like this?
No.
Shit, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. I was about to say. That's all I wanted at the end of that. Is that Robin? I heard like, yeah, because I was like, I heard the cape flutter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nightwing, we got a situation.
About, oh, it's just the end credits, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're showing anything. But that's actually, like I said, so far, that second episode, I give that one like an 8 to an 8.5. They stepped their game up on the second one. So I'm actually, it actually makes me more excited about the rest of the series, low key, right? Because like I said, all they just literally their only issue is that the combat is so slow. Imagine if they just sped it up a little bit. We've already seen what it would look like if I sped it up. 1.5 made that fight between that big dude look way better than the original speed, right? And I feel like that's something that you gotta think about when you think about it, right? Because like I said, freaking Star Wars did that, right? Where they made some of the, because freaking, you know, Hayden Kirsten and freaking, I forget, basically the Anakin and Obi-Wan fight, they moved so freaking fast, and when they was actually filming it, that they actually had to slow it down in post, right? Because they were moving so fucking quick. And that's why I was like, this would benefit with them moving a little bit faster, right? Like, because obviously they're very choreographed fights, right? You know what I'm saying? With obviously people that aren't really stunt doubles and stuff like that, right? They're all of them are actually doing their work, right? You know what I'm saying? They're all doing their own stunts, fighting and everything. It would benefit them. And it's all kind of feels like they're filming it in a one shot too. But it's like it would benefit them to just speed up the combat portions, right? You can easily slow down the portions where, you know, Red Hood is doing all of his, you know, taunting, you know what I'm saying, all his talking and stuff, right? But when they're actually in combat and fighting, and obviously you can record voice lines and all that stuff in post too, so you don't have to do it right then and there, right? So it's easier to make it also still sound like, you know, so it doesn't sound like their voices are sped up as well, just the combat is, right? But other than that, I think because it feels like we're going to be leading up to a Red Hood well, obviously I've seen the trailer. Duh. I've seen the trailer of the series. It's going to lead up to a Red Hood versus Robin. Like I said, I'm assuming that's Tim Drake, right? That can't be, you know what I'm saying? It's obviously going to lead up to a Red Hood versus Robin showcase of a battle. And that sounds fire. I'm going to keep it a stack. That sounds pretty cool, right? Even though it was originally Batman, and I don't know if we're actually going to see Batman. We should see Batman, right? Because of the first episode pretty much built the antithesis of that, Batman didn't come to save you. Batman didn't do this. Batman didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much built it in with how Joker was implanting into freaking Red Hood Jason Todd's head that, oh yeah, Batman's actually not going to come save you. It doesn't matter how long I'm going to keep you trapped here. Batman will never find this place. Batman will never find you. He doesn't care about you. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully there is a confrontation with Batman, right? In this, hopefully. Obviously they're going to have a confrontation with freaking Robin. But I don't know if that confrontation is really going to mean much, right? Compared to a Batman confrontation. Because that's kind of what Under the Red Hood was pretty much built up as a confrontation between Red Hood and Batman. But, like I said, so far it was cool. The choreography when he was fighting against the big group, that was good. I just think the solo 1v1s, that needs just to be sped up a little bit more, right? And thank God he got a gun. Because, like, I was waiting for him to actually get a gun. Because I was like, you know. But I want to see how they're going to do Black Mask, right? And obviously Joker's not in Arkham. So Joker's just chilling. And it's kind of crazy. if Joker is just chilling out in the world, why doesn't he just go after Joker? Right? I think that was the whole point. Like, I think that's the whole point of, the only reason why freaking Red Hood even went after Black Mask was because Black Mask had the only things that could actually bring the Joker out of Arkham. He's the one who had all the power and, all the money to be able to get Joker out of Arkham. That's the main reason why Black Mask is even involved. Because if Joker was already out willy-nilly, right, Red Hood would have just went straight to the Joker. So if I'm hoping that Joker is in Arkham or something like that, where he's locked up, something, right? Because it'd be kind of stupid if Joker is just running around. Because Joker doesn't stay hidden for too long, right? You know what I'm saying? He usually has some grand scheme, especially since Batman is not here. You would think Joker would try to do something to get Batman's attention as well. So like I said, it all depends on what the future is, right? On what they're doing. Hopefully, they're still, hopefully they're still have a reason why Red Hood just doesn't go straight after the Joker, right? You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the fight choreography is even more, tightened, or at least more sped up, less choreographed looking, right? I don't know if that's gonna, honestly, I don't know if the choreographed looking fights are gonna actually change that much. Like I said, just say speed it up. That's the easiest way to put it. Just speed it up, and boy, you actually got a fire ass fight scene, right? You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like I said, go like, comment, and subscribe to Red Hood Resurrection. Surprised they only have 12,000. Get these niggas to 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that are actually really making stuff, like, bro, we need niggas to actually get the good shits, right? It's like when I was making my Dragon Ball ish, right? You know what I'm saying? Will I ever get back to that? Maybe. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, everything's in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Hey.